Hello, hello, and welcome into the weekly mixing stream here. Let me get rid of that phone notification there. All right, okay. We are mixing a song called The Waiting today. It is a cover of an old Tom Petty song. I've got the track pulled up here. And as always, if you want to download these multi-tracks, if you want to mix along with the stream here today, let me turn off, I don't know if it comes through on the stream, but I usually keep night shift on to give my eyes a break because I stare at the screen all day. But if you want to download these multi-tracks and if you want to mix along with me here, the link at the top of the chat or at the top of the description, you can download these multi-tracks completely for free. You can pull them into your DAW, you can mix along with the stream, or you can just use them for your own mixing practice as well. And there's tons and tons of other multi-tracks on that page with links back to all of the stream replays, so you can grab any of the ones you want and you can mix along with me for extra practice, or you can just use them for yourself as well. We've got drums, bass, electrics, organ, lead vocal, there's a harmony, and then there's a couple instances of some background callbacks, which we did kind of cool, but we'll see as we get to those. I'm going to scroll over here. I do have my mix bus processing in place here, so I have the console shaper up and running. Just have the drive turned on all the way down at 0. Noise, crosstalk are completely turned off. I'm using the fat channel here, the BritComp, which is their SSL style bus compressor. I still haven't been able to get comfortable using the actual SSL one. I don't know, I just like the sound of the Studio One instance better, which is probably a crazy thing to say, but 30 millisecond attack here, 100 millisecond release. The threshold is at negative 1.6, 2-to-1 ratio, and then I've got a dB of makeup gain on the back end. We're only going to be doing about 2, maybe 3 dB of reduction there with this. At the end of my mix A chain, which is my pseudo style mix bus here, I have the soft tube tape machine, 5.1 on the color amount. I run it on the B type because it gives me the most bottom end warmth, I feel. And then, of course, 30 IPS there for the tape speed. Mix A and Mix B are kind of like, hitting my microphone, pseudo mix bus things. This is where I'm doing my actual mix bus processing. And then Mix B is going to be a little bit of parallel processing on the mix bus that we'll get to later. But both of these send into my actual mix bus, which is just running the stock limiter here from Studio One. Negative 1 on the ceiling, and then 6 dB of gain. So it's giving me that mastering style feel and that mastering style limiting while I'm mixing. So I don't get any surprises when I do send this into my mastering session. But I'm going to pull my main output down by 6 dB. So I'm not listening at that super loud level, but I still get that extra mastering style feel. So I'm going to mute everything out here. Backgrounds, vocal and harmony, organ. We don't have any acoustics, so we can get rid of that. Lead. I don't know why that moved over. That's something that keeps happening here lately, is things like to move over inside of a folder element. We'll get rid of that clean channel. Bass can get off there. Room, overheads, toms, and snare. We're going to start all the way back here with our kick drum. Create a loop here at the strongest section of the song. Let's kind of see what's going on. I think we already have limiting going on our kick drum. If we take a look here. Yeah, about 2.5 dB there, and then another 2 here. So it's really keeping our kick drum in place. I keep thinking about grabbing a better limiter. A little bit of ringing there. We'll just notch that out and get rid of it. But like I was saying, I keep thinking about getting a better limiter just haven't quite invested in it yet. The stock one gets me by here in Studio One, and it's a pretty good limiter. It just, you can't push it too hard, and I've been really pulling back the amount I do with it, and starting to stack them instead. So. About 8 dB reduction here. And then we're going to emphasize the top end. So we emphasize the attack and that initial transient spike with the compressor. Now we're going to push into that to get more attack. Okay, I like that. And then at the end of the chain post compression is where we'll boost up some bottom. Kind of like that there. Should have kept a spoon in my coffee. I think I'm digging that right there. Just a click more on the top end is all. On our snare, we have some limiting going on already. And again, you can see I'm stacking them just because I don't want to push it too hard. Getting rid of some of the ringing here on our snare drum. Now we'll compress it. A little too much. Cool, and then some top. Some air. And then a whole bunch of mid-range here. Mid-range and high mids. Cool. So because we've boosted all that, I'm going to copy a limiter down, kind of see where we're sitting. I think our snare has enough weight there. Here's our overheads. I'm going to flip to mono for just a moment. Pull out some of the buildup here. Here's our mono room. This is one of my favorite microphones on the kit. And then our toms. Do we have a big tom fill kind of with everything here, right here? That's perfect, perfect, all right. I'm usually not a huge fan or a huge proponent of cutting mid-range on stuff when you really just want to boost bottom or top end. But on toms especially, because they're coming from so many other tracks, it's easier to just cut the mid-range. Maybe a touch of bottom. I still hear that higher one. I'm digging that so far. All right, cool. I'll give my coffee a little shake here without spilling it all over the desk. We're going to move into the bass guitar here. So I got the frequency split trick going. I'm gonna put a little bit of this out. Honestly, these days when I end up pulling out this 200 hertz area, I end up putting it back at the end of the chain. So whether we're actually doing a good thing there, we will find out at the end of the mix. I do like pushing bass though. Might be saying, oh, well, you're distorting the bass. That distortion is actually a good thing in this essence. We've got lots of guitars, got organ, vocals for everything, and drums for this to cut through. So that extra bit of distortion and breakup is going to help us hear our bass better inside the mix. Lots of top. We've got some noise coming through on the bass with that top end boost, but kind of like Dave Pizzato says, right? Sounds like the ocean. We're going to compress the bottom end here. And these days, I've been compressing against the top too. Now we're going to boost top end, so I'm going to put this back down. Hear how even our bottom end is? I do have this distortion track, which is just a copy of the amp and then cranked all the way up distorted. Like that. I'm leaving it low for the moment. Let's check the bottom end. Here's our electrics. He hits a wrong note there. That's funny. I'm doing a little bit of compression here. We have this clean guitar. Doesn't sound like it's even worth putting that on. We're just going to go for the top end on it. Honestly, what if we do the... Is there, you're asking, yeah, is there vocals on this? There is indeed. Lead vocal, harmony vocal, and a stack of background vocals, kind of like callback. We're almost there, don't worry. Let's get this organ mixed in. Cool. That's starting to sound really, really good. The only other instrument we have to put in before we do our vocals is the lead guitar, but I might actually leave that till after we get our vocals, so we have something to balance kind of the volume of the lead guitar with as it trades off with the lead vocal. If you're just jumping in here, make sure you grab the Multitracks for the song. Link at the top of the chat, top of the description. You can download these Multitracks completely for free, and you can mix along with the stream here with me, or you can choose them for your own mixing practice as well. There's tons and tons of other Multitracks on that page as well. It links back to all of the previous streams, so grab any of them that you want and jump on any of the streams if need be as well. We're probably going to use these vocal ad-libs at the end to get our vocal compressed at least, but we might look at like the bridge or something to get it EQ'd.
Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. I'll be your bleeding heart. I'll be your
High pass.
fool. Don't let this go too far. Don't let it get to you.
Gonna add some top end here to this vocal, brighten it up. It's a little dull.
Oh, don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. I'll be your bleeding heart. I'll be your crying fool. Don't let the don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let.
I like there. I've been moving my de-esser actually down lately from 4K to 3K, so let's kind of see where we're sitting here. Hold our top end in place.
Oh, don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. I'll be your bleeding heart. I'll be your crying fool. Don't let this go too far. Don't let it get to you. Oh, don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. I'll be your bleeding heart. I'll be your crying fool. Don't let this go. Oh, baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, I've never known nothing quite like this. Don't it feel like tonight might never be again? Baby, we know better than to try to pretend. Honey, no one could have ever told me about this. I said, yeah, 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 yeah. The waiting is the hardest part. Told me about this. I said, yeah, 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 yeah. The waiting is the hardest part.
So you can hear we kind of ambiently track those backgrounds to get that kind of gang vocal sound, which is might be one of my favorite parts of this track.
Every day you see one more card. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The waiting is the hardest part. Oh, it's the hardest part.
Okay, I think we're gonna reference here before we do anything else.
Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill your back. Don't let it get to you. I'll be.
We're at the point where I'm pretty happy with everything. We've got to do the backgrounds, we've got to do our lead vocal, and we've got to do the harmony. But before we do that, I do want to reference. I want to make sure that my ears aren't lying to me at this point. Mixing on headphones doesn't give you the same amount of duration to mix without your ears kind of getting worn out. So we're almost 40 minutes in. We're going to take a second here. We're going to flip to our reference tracks. Make sure everything is okay. Make sure I'm not cranking too much top end. Make sure I'm not cranking too much bottom end. We want to get everything right here before we start moving settings over. And I want to get the lead vocal right before I move those settings to the harmony and before I kind of try and match the tone with the background vocals, even though those are going to be a bit more ambient. So if I can get my lead vocal right with the reference tracks, blending in the harmony, blending in our backgrounds, and then of course matching the lead vocal transitions from our lead vocal to our lead guitar is going to be so much easier if I just know our vocal is right. So I'm gonna crank up to 0 here, and we're gonna start by checking just the bottom end here. So I'm gonna start 50 hertz and below, and we're gonna move up from there. So if you are listening on subs or bigger speakers, you might want to turn them down a little bit, because I'm actually going to crank up past 0 here as well and really hone in on the bottom end to make sure everything's tight, to make sure everything's punching, make sure it sits where it should. We want to make sure that relationship between our kick and bass is good here. So if you're listening on subs, maybe turn those back a little bit as we check the bottom end here. All right, in mono as well. That actually feels really, really good. I'm surprised about that. It's usually the first thing I start with that I kind of get right. So the bass and the drums. Here's 50 to 100 now. So we're an octave up from where we were. Maybe one more click down on our bass. That's better. All right, cool. All right, I'm happy with how our bottom end is sitting here. We're going to move up. We're going to check the super, super highs now. So 8K and above to start here, and we're going to work our way back down. I am back at 0, but I'm still 60 dB higher than where we started listening volume-wise. So let's make sure our vocals okay, our cymbals as well. A lot more cymbals than the original, huh? Vocal actually sounds good. Okay, I'm happy with our super, super highs there. So we're going to move down 5K to 10K. So now we're going to be at an octave here. Octave, remember, you either double or you half the frequency. So checking this frequency range here, let's see where we are at. Vocal sounds great, actually. I like it. Snare sounds good too there. Cool. So we're going to do 2K to 5K now, kind of see where we're sitting here. That sounds good as well. I actually just clicked our snare up one, so we'll make sure that's okay there. That sounds good there. It sounds like a lot of organ is filling up this area, that area right there, like that 2K area, but I think we're okay. Cool. I'm feeling really, really happy about that. Snare sounds good there. So see how we ended up adding more back on the bass there? I don't know. It's just something I keep doing these days, is cutting too much there. I'm actually going to click up that. Sounds like we need it. All right, I think we're on the last little frequency range here. So we got, oop, not that. 250. All right, I'm feeling really, really good about this. So we're gonna go back down, and we're gonna get everything else blended in here.
Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you.
The easiest thing to do now, because we know our vocal is good, is to literally just take that, copy it over, and we should be good. We actually don't need that last EQ, but always safe to have it there. So let's check chorus. Let's check this second chorus here. There's no waiting on the first chorus. That needs to be patched in, huh?
Waiting is the hardest. Waiting is the hardest part. Every day you get one more. The waiting. The waiting. The waiting. Waiting is the hardest part. Every day you get waiting is the hardest part. Every day you get one more yard. The waiting is the hardest part. Every day you get one more yard. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The waiting is the hardest part. Every day you get one more yard. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The waiting is the hardest part. Yeah, 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 yeah. The waiting.
Cool. I'm gonna copy these over. They're definitely gonna get changed here.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can hear it's a gang vocal each time. Just gonna loop.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool. All right, we're gonna copy this right across to the rest of these, and check each of them.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Here's our next one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Cool. Here's our last one.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
We've got a couple ringing frequencies. Let's see if we can get rid of those real quick before we even go into soothe. Maybe or I'll put soothe first. Actually, we don't need this compressor.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
terms of effects, I'm gonna just copy these guys over, I think.
I said, yeah, 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 yeah. The waiting is the hardest part. Every day you get one.
All right, let's start dialing in those effects on the lead vocal, and then we'll tackle the lead guitar. So I'm gonna just start literally bringing these up.
Oh, baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, I never know. Don't it feel like heaven right now?
They're leaning hard on the slap there. I don't know if I want to do that.
Baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, I've never. Baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, I've never known nothing quite. Baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, I've never known nothing quite like this. Don't it?
Okay, I'm gonna add in my stereo delay. I'll probably keep this tucked pretty low. I clicked the slap delay up just a dB here to balance it against the reverb. I do like the plate reverb better than the slap. We might inch the slap up here kind of as we listen through the track to get, you know, a little bit closer to the original. We're not trying to match the original or anything, but the stereo quarter note delay, I've got a quarter note on each side here. I'm using the splitter tool inside of Studio One on channel split to get access to the left and the right channel. On the left, we're going to make it 10 milliseconds short. And on the right, we'll make it 10 milliseconds long. So that way it's different on each side.
Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you.
And then I've got a compressor on the end of the chain here that's compressing the vocal, or compressing the delay, excuse me, while the vocal is going. So it's side chained from the vocal here. So while the vocal is going, this delay is going to be compressed by about 7, maybe 8 dB. And then when the vocal stops, the delay will come up to fill the gaps in between the vocals. Kind of like it's our own DDL, our own dynamic delay. The plate reverb I'm using is an impulse response of the Lexicon 480 A plate. 2-second reverb, 2-second plate reverb with a 150 millisecond pre-delay, excuse me, almost 152, and then I'm rolling off everything below 300, everything above 10K, and then I have a notch around like 1.2 to make sure there's no harshness or ringing there in the mids. The slap delay is just, oh, getting a phone call here. One second, takes out my camera every time here. Oh, that always happens. I need to get an actual dedicated camera instead of using my phone as the camera. But anywho, so 100 millisecond slap delay, no feedback or anything like that. And then again, rolling off everything below 300, everything above 3K here. And then I am taking advantage of the drive, the onboard drive of this delay. So cranking it all the way up here. So it is a distorted slapback, no width or anything like that. It's staying pretty much right up the middle. Let's blend in the stereo delay and then balance it against the reverb and the slap delay.
Oh, baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, I've never known nothing quite like this. Don't it feel like tonight might never be again? Baby, we know better than to try to pretend. Honey, no one could have ever told me about this. I said, yeah, 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 yeah. The way
lead. I've boosted some top, but I'm going to throw the multi-band on and control the top, make sure it's not...
Don't let this go too far. Don't let it get to you. Don't let this go too far. Don't let it get to you. Don't let this go too far. Don't let it get to you.
All right, I'm going to put some verb on the snare here as well. Just a little plate reverb on the back end.
Baby, don't it feel like heaven when never be again? Baby, we know better than to try to pretend. Honey, no one could have ever told me about this. I said, yeah, 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 yeah. The waiting is the hardest part. Every day, see one more card. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The waiting is the hardest part.
Ah, we forgot to move that harmony over. It is on... One, two, three, four, five, bar 6 of our chorus. So right here.
Take it to the heart. The waiting is the hardest part. Yeah, I might have chased a couple women around. All that ever got me was down. Yeah, then there were those that made me feel good, but make me wanna live like I wanna live.
All right, I'm going to loop this bridge section one more time, excuse me, and we're going to dial in the parallel bus. we're pretty close to being done here on this one. So the last thing I'm going to add in before we check on the headphones all the way through and on the speakers all the way through is my parallel mix bus. So from my actual mix bus here, my pseudo mix bus, mix A, I'm sending full signal to mix B, which has a 33609 style compressor, 100 millisecond recovery. The threshold is at -10. We're adding 8 dB of gain, 2-to-1 ratio, and we're going to do about 7 to 10 dB of reduction here. But after that, I'm adding 3 dB at 60 and 3 dB at 7K with Neve style EQ. So a little bit of Neve coloring there on the end. We're going to blend that in underneath our track. So it's going to be a real squashed version of the mix that's going to give us some extra punch, some extra power, and some extra central focus here. So take a listen. Blend this in mono.
Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. Don't let it kill you, bear. Don't let it get to you. I'll be your bleeding heart. I'll be your crying fool. Don't let this go too far. Don't let it get to you.
Okay, I have a feeling that guitar is going to be harsh when I listen on the speakers here. I'm mixing in the box 365. Hello, welcome into the stream. Make sure you grab the Multitracks for this one. Kind of a fun one to mix here, especially with the background. The ambient backgrounds are my favorite part. That was so fun to do. It's the little things. Okay, we're gonna listen all the way through here. That solo is scaring me. I think everything else should be okay. Let's set our start point. Nope, we should be okay there. All right. Oh, a fade. I need to add a fade out on the end. Let's do that really quick. Grab our mix bus. Create an automation lane. So we end at exactly 4 minutes. That is wild. So let's come back to here. That's like halfway through, right? Yeah, like a 15-second fade. Okay, and we'll make sure that's good there when we listen. I'm going to move the end point up, half bar. All right, zoomed all the way out. I'm going to go to 0 here on the main. Adjust the volume on the stream. So you'll be listening at about the same volume. I'm going to listen louder, though. You've been listening at pretty much 0 all the way through. I listen the 6 dB down. But yeah, I don't want you to hear my voice way louder than the actual track. So we're going to listen all the way through on headphones. We're going to do one more listen on the mains. We'll make sure anything's okay. If there's any harshness, pokiness, we'll find that. We'll exit out, and we will call this thing done. So here's our full mix, full master for the waiting.
Like this, don't it feel like tonight?
Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. I muted that one lead riff there. I'm gonna check the original and see if that was there. That was intrusive sounding.
Waiting is the hardest part. Every day get one more yard. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The way. Yeah, you get one more yard. Take it on faith, yeah, you get one more yard. Take it on faith, you take it to the heart.
I don't hear that, I don't think.
Every day get one more yard. Take it one more yard.
Yeah, it should be right there.
Every day get one more yard. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. Waiting is the hardest part. Yeah, the way.
Cool. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna mute that because that didn't feel like that was supposed to be there. Okay. Like I said, now we're gonna do another full listen through, but on the mains here in the room. I have a big cassette player over here, so just making sure it's not in the way. All right. Mains. All right. Let's take a full listen through here on the mains in the room and make sure everything is good for this track. Once we're done, if everything is okay, there's no harshness, I feel like we're going to battle that lead guitar. I'm saying it now. I feel like we're going to battle that lead guitar in terms of harshness on the speakers here. But let's see. Here's the full track one more time, listening on the mains in the room.
Oh, baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like...
Okay, the first thing that grabbed me was the cymbals. I think it's the overheads, so we're going to listen one more time. It's obviously the overheads. All right. Let's get some of those cymbals out. Those were hitting super, super harsh to me on the mains here in the room. That's why it's a good idea to check on multiple systems, make sure everything's okay. Excuse me. So I'm just going to loop this intro section here. We're going to try and fix the harshness on the overheads there. That feels smoother. Let's take a listen in the context of the track and see if that intro feels better with that cut on the overheads.
Oh, baby, don't it feel like heaven right now? Don't it feel like something from a dream? Yeah, I've never known nothing quite like this. Don't it feel like tonight might never be again? Baby, we know better than to try to pretend. Honey, no one could have ever told me about this. I said, yeah, 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 the waiting, yeah, 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 the waiting.
All right, there's some ringing there on the vocal. Mixing in the box sounds great. Is there such a thing as too clear? Maybe. There might be a thing as too clear. It could be too clean and too polished sounding, I guess, if it doesn't fit the vibe of the song. What was I talking about there? Some harshness going into the chorus here on the vocal, it feels like. So let me solo up our vocal. I'm going to nuke our effects for a moment. We're just going to listen to this section going into the chorus here. Felt like there was something weird going on.
Yeah, 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 the waiting is the hardest part. Yeah, 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 the waiting. Yeah, 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 the yeah, 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 the yeah, 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 the way, yeah, 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 the waiting is the hardest. Yeah, 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 the waiting. 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 Yeah, 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 the waiting is the hard. Yeah, 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 the waiting. You ever told me about this? I said, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 the waiting is the hardest. Waiting is the waiting is the hard. Waiting, 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 waiting. Yeah, 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 the waiting is the hardest part. Every day you see one more card. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The waiting is the hardest part. Is the hardest part. Hardest part. Hardest part. Hardest part. Hardest part. Waiting is the hardest part. Waiting is the hardest part. 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 Hardest part.
Okay, there was just something weird, something a little too crispy there on that line there. We're gonna listen through just this chorus one more time. I think we're okay on the vocal now. I'm gonna put the effects back in. We're gonna listen to this section one more time.
Yeah, 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 the waiting is the hardest part. Every day you see one more card. You take it on faith, you take it to the heart. The waiting is the hardest part. The hardest part. The hardest, hardest part. The hardest part. Yeah, I might have chased a couple women.
Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So we pulled out quite a few different notches on the lead vocal there to get it to sit inside the track. That's why it's so important to listen on multiple sets of speakers. And I actually don't think I need two EQs here, so I'm going to move one of these over. 7.47. We'll put that here. 7.47K. Boop. We'll pull that down 12. So we can nuke this second EQ. Okay, so in using Soothe to grab any kind of big ones right off the bat, and then using some EQ to grab any ones that slip by Soothe, really helps to smooth our vocal out overall. Balanced the background vocals down a little bit. Did end up pulling out one notch on the lead guitar, but other than that, everything felt okay. I pulled the overheads back just a touch after that one notch on those. Same thing with the toms, just pulled those back a touch. Everything feels really, really good on this track. I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. Mixing in the box, awesome. I'm glad you're happy with it. If you like it, I like it. If you guys are digging it across the stream, that means we're doing good work here. I think we are going to call it there. Make sure you grab the Multitracks for this song. Link at the top of the chat or at the top of the description. They are completely free to download, so you can come back. You can mix along with the stream. You can just use them for your own mixing practice as well. And there's tons and tons and tons of other Multitracks on that page as well from all of the streams we've done so far. And you can grab the Multitracks, and there's links back to all of the streams that go along with them. So you can get a whole bunch of practice, start honing your workflow and your skills as a mixing engineer. Thank you so much for hanging with me for another live stream here. I'm trying to do these every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Central Time here in the States. But that's going to do it for this one. I'm really, really happy with how this track turned out. Thank you so much for hanging with me for another stream, and I will see you very, very soon in the next one.